I am generating over $20,000 a year of dividend income that I can use to support my lifestyle on my journey to self-employment. And I wanted to share this ETF with you because this is one of the best opportunities a retail investor has out there to generate consistent, passive, and growing income to finance a great, fantastic, amazing retirement. I have been converted into a massive fan of this ETF. I used to bash this ETF before I understood the concept of passive income. But once I quit my job, once I chose to become self-employed, I radically changed my opinion and I went 100% SCHD. This is a snapshot from my brokerage account showing that I have $624,188.41 of SCHD. It is currently 100% of my brokerage account, and I own 20,006 and 12 fractional shares of SCHD. And I actually just received a dividend, and I want to show you the compounding effect of what dividend growth investing can do. So on March 30th, 2026, SCHD paid their most recent dividend of approximately 25 cents a share. Now, on the surface, that may seem small and insignificant, but imagine if you had 20,000 shares. Imagine if you had 30,000 shares, 40, 50,000 shares. The numbers quickly add up. And if you reinvest the dividends instead of using them like I am, you can actually compound the amount of shares that you own. So when you receive your next dividend payment, you're actually getting more money. Does that make sense? I am currently using this money to finance my lifestyle because I no longer have a full-time job. But I don't need to have a full-time job, and I can focus on growing my tax business and my YouTube channel because I'm literally getting $5,000 every quarter from SCHD. Look at this most recent payment, $5,139.54, and I didn't have to lift a finger. I literally just sat on my butt and got a check from the 20,006 shares of SCHD that I own. This ETF has changed my life, but you have to be patient. You need to be frugal. You need to buckle down. You need to buy shares Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every day the stock market is open. Accumulate, reinvest dividends. And one day you will look at your account and you will be shocked to see how much money you're getting from passive income. I didn't have to lift a finger and I got $5,000. Whoo, man, I can't wait to see what the next one is. Now, if you've never heard of SCHD, there are plenty of awesome YouTubers out there, but this is an ETF that has a diversified portfolio of over 100 high-quality, high-dividend-paying corporations. Look at this list. Do you potentially recognize some of the companies on this list? United Health, Texas Instruments, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, Coca-Cola, etc., etc. These are high-quality, dividend-paying companies based in the United States, the fastest-growing, most capitalistic country in the world. And you mean to tell me that if you invest in 100 high-quality blue-chip stocks in America, that you're not going to be able to finance a beautiful retirement in the long run? If you believe that is not true, there is something mentally sick with your brain. So yes, these are some of the companies that you own in SCHD. You can go on stockanalysis.com and do the research yourself. If you look at the dividend history, there has been consistent dividend growth. You are actually beating inflation. You always hear detractors and commenters saying that we can't keep up with inflation. We have to constantly get pay raises, and the pay raises aren't enough to beat inflation. My pay raises from SCHD are actually massively destroying inflation. On average, SCHD's dividend growth rate, looking at this chart, is approximately 10% per year, and I fully expect that to continue, especially with companies now employing AI, artificial intelligence, to improve profitability. Let me show you a visualization of how much money I think I'm going to generate from 20,000 shares of SCHD, assuming I don't even buy any more shares. I'm currently taking dividends from SCHD. Imagine if I reinvested them, I would have more shares. But I am ready to take some of the income from the investment that I have built over my working career. So, what this tool does is it shows you exactly what your dividend income will be based on last year's dividend, your projected dividend growth rate, and the number of shares you own. If you are reinvesting dividends, the numbers will actually be higher. But like I said, I am currently not reinvesting dividends. So I plan to retire in roughly early 2040. I'm still working, I'm still generating active income, and I'm still paying lots of taxes on it. Fortunately, SCHD's taxes actually have preferential taxes, but that's for another video. So I ran this brief calculation. My projected dividend income for 2026 per share is $1.17. By the day I hit retirement in 2040, my dividend per share will be $4.43, from $1.17 to $4.43 in 15 years. Incredible. My total dividend income, assuming I just keep 20,000 shares, imagine if you were reinvesting the dividends and accumulating more shares, my current dividend income projected for 2026 is $23,327 for doing literally nothing. For doing literally nothing. By the time I retire, my projected dividend income, assuming the growth rate continues as it is, which I believe it will be $88,584 in 15 years by doing nothing, by not even reinvesting dividends. I will be receiving $88,584 in dividend income. How did I not see the light with this ETF before? I am so excited to share my investment journey with you. Now, if you like this tool, just send me an email. I can sell it to you for $10 or $15. It's just a tool to kind of guesstimate how much money you think you'll have in dividend income. It's a rough estimation, but it's pretty convenient and pretty cool to check out. But it's just mind-blowing that I could generate $88,584. And the whole time, I'm doing nothing but buying into an ETF that invested some of the highest quality companies in the world. So let me know what you think. Where are you at in your SCHD journey? Post in the comments below how many shares you have and how much dividend income you're receiving every year. And tell me when you plan to retire and how much income you need to retire. And if you know that, you can potentially figure out how many shares of SCHD you need to accumulate. Keep investing, keep reinvesting dividends, like the channel, subscribe to my channel, consider joining the membership. It's $5 a month and you get members-only content and I answer all of your comments on every live stream. Also consider booking a free 30-minute tax consultation. I am a certified public accountant. I can do tax planning for you. I can do tax returns, including amended returns, back taxes, and future returns at your convenience, business or personal, any state in the United States. Thank you for tuning in, and you guys have a wonderful Saturday.